overnight, but more extreme heat threatens to complicate efforts to control the fires. More than 360,000 people have been evacuated from the affected parts of Spain and France. Well, one of those people was José Segara Muria, resident of Laval du Chaux and a member of the EU Mission Board on Climate Adaptation. José, thanks so much for being with us. Just tell us what the situation is now around where you are and what it's been like over the last few days.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. So, well, the situation in my town now is much calmer and people have been able to return home. However, the fire is still affecting the other villages around the natural park where we are, and the emergency teams are doing their work. But the reality some days ago was terrible. The flames have been enormous. The fire has spread very fast over a very large area, around 100 square kilometers. It started on Saturday, 25th, in my hometown in Laval du Chaux, and it is still active, 30 kilometers from here, from our town. So these days are very sad for our community. This forest fire is much more than a simple fire, because the affected area is Sierra de Espadán, is one of the most valuable natural areas in the Mediterranean areas of Spain, with a unique biodiversity and ecosystems that have taken hundreds of years to develop, and now they have disappeared in few hours. So yeah, it's very sad, because these mountains are part of our lives. People here have a very, very strong connection, very emotional connection with the mountains and with the forest. And so we are losing not only the trees, not only the biodiversity, we are losing part of our identity, So really painful and heartbreaking, yeah, really.
And have people lost their homes where you are?
Fortunately, thanks to the work of the firefighters and the emergency services, most of the homes and properties have been protected in my town and other villages. So only a small number of isolated buildings that are around the mountains have been damaged. But it's true that it has been very difficult, because around 20,000 people have been evacuated from their homes, and nearly 80,000 people have been affected indirectly by confinement and other issues.
Yeah.
So there is a big feeling of fear here as well.
Jose, what do you make of the response by the authorities, both the regional authorities and the national authorities? This, of course, is the first time that Spain has declared a national emergency due to a wildfire, sort of allowing the Ministry of Interior to seize control of the response. What do you make of the response?
Well, I think in this case, the local and regional authorities have been totally involved from the beginning. I think was also the municipalities affected are usually, the most of them are very small, so they have been an enormous challenge for them. So I think they have been working very well. The multi-level governance has been quite good this time, but we have to understand that this is not enough, because Spain is experiencing one of the hottest summers on the records, and with extreme temperatures, with the forests are under a big stress. And I think science is very clear about these things. Climate change is creating the conditions for fires to become bigger, to become more intense, and much harder to control. And we have a very clear example here. So fighting the fires cannot be the only strategy anymore. This is not the solution. We need to invest more in prevention, in preparedness, and the forest management. Also here we have a big problem, because we need to keep the rural areas alive. This is a big challenge for us. Improve also the planning and prepare our communities to understand that the new climate conditions that we are living are different, and we need different solutions as well. So I think,
and those solutions, I suppose, Jose, also need to be at an EU-wide level. I mean, your Prime Minister said that Spain, a third of all the territory destroyed by wildfires this year has been in Spain. If this is to happen more and more frequently because of the warming climate, what needs to happen at an EU-wide level to better equip countries like yours?
Well, I think at the European level, until now, we are working on it. This year, we are going to have the new framework for resilience and risk management, the new adaptation plan. So I think Europe is working on that, but we need more investment. We need that all the countries, that all the parties are working on this, are working on adaptation and resilience. This is for security. This is for saving lives. This is not only something about talking about climate change. This is about our lives. This is about our security, about competitiveness as well, about economical level. No, so we need to work in this sense. We need to go for to have a big deal about this adaptation, about climate change adaptation and resilience. So I think this is crucial, because if not, we are going to have these problems year by year, and the conditions are getting worse and worse. No? So
Jose Segarra Muria, we wish you and your family well as you settle back into your home. Thanks very much indeed for talking to us there.
Thank you very much.